EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They go play action now. Lynch. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Schultz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Now a dump off here complete. There's the stiff arm. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lynch. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Once again, it's Lynch. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man Cruz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Schultz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Lynch. Complete to Dorsett. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now it's Lynch. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 7, Lynch. Dorsett's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. From the gun, Sermon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
It's complete to Cruz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Schultz. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Lynch on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we hit the halftime break here in Jackson. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right. Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, take us. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down. Schultz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
2nd and 7. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Again, it's Sermon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
On first down, McNair, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Now Lynch to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Sermon.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Lynch. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Lynch to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Sermon. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Schultz. And he's got his big tight end here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point in the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
So now the Cowboys down by 7. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
On the draw is Sermon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Javon Kinlaw
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lynch. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lynch to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Lynch. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises.